Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Unique Bio Classes based on NCERT syllabus for PUC first and second year. If you like my channel, please subscribe, like and share and hit the bell icon so that you can get notifications as soon as videos are getting uploaded. Okay guys, we shall start our today's class. In our today's video, we are going to discuss about parturition and lactation. This parturition and lactation, it is the end of your chapter 3, that is human reproduction. It is on page number 54 in your NCERT textbook. Okay, first we shall discuss what are all this. Here we can find parturition, fetal ejection reflex, lactation and colostrum. So about this one in detail we shall discuss. So here I have prepared a note of it. So first we shall discuss about each one. Parturition. In parturition we have a gestation period. This gestation period is nothing but average duration of a pregnancy. Now average duration of pregnancy might be of any of the animals. The duration of pregnancy we call it as gestation period. In humans we have 9 months. Is it 9 months is the average duration of human, which we call it as gestation period. Now during this period, at the end of 9 months, there will be a vigorous contraction of the uterus which causes delivery. Okay, there is a continuous contraction of uterine muscles, that is uterine tissues, which we have said endometrium, myometrium and perimetrium. These will undergo vigorous, stronger contractions so that it causes expulsion of the baby or expulsion of the fetus, or which is called as delivery. Now we shall come to the term parturition. What is parturition? The process of delivery of the fetus. Okay, the process of delivery of the fetus, we call it as parturition. Now how does this parturition take place? How does this contraction of the uterus will take, contraction of uterine muscles will take place? We shall see that one. Now this parturition, it is induced by neuroendocrine mechanism. Now neuro, it is nothing but about the nervous system. Endocrine mechanism, it is the secretion of the hormones. Okay, now hormones play an important role during parturition. The signals of this delivery, the signals of this uterine contraction, they originate from fully developed fetus. At the end of 9 months, there will be a fully developed fetus and there is a placenta. Okay, these signals will start from fully developed fetus and a placenta, and these signals which have been produced by this fully developed fetus and placenta is mild uterine contractions. Okay, there is mild uterine contractions. These mild uterine contractions, which means very slow contraction, will begin with the help of fully developed fetus and placenta. These will start the origin of that uterine contraction. For this we call it as fetal ejection reflex. We have got this question, what is fetal ejection reflex? Fetal ejection reflex is nothing but signals which have been originated from fully developed fetus and placenta which induce mild contractions is called as fetal ejection reflex. Okay, which means fetus is giving a signal so that it should be thrown out of the body. It should be removed out of the body. For that we call it as fetal ejection reflex. Okay. Now first fetus and placenta has initiated that uterine contraction, mild uterine contraction. For that we called this as fetal ejection reflex. This fetal ejection reflex, which means which have started mild uterine contractions, that will triggers or that will stimulate pituitary gland. Whose pituitary gland? That is maternal, that is mother. Okay, maternal pituitary gland will get triggered or it will be stimulated. Okay, as it will get stimulated, then what happens? This pituitary gland, maternal pituitary gland, will start to secrete oxytocin. Now maternal pituitary gland will secrete a hormone called as oxytocin. What is the function of this oxytocin? Oxytocin plays a very important role in this delivery. This oxytocin will cause stronger uterine contractions. Now uterine contractions were started here with the help of fetus and a placenta, but those were mild. Because of this, it has stimulated pituitary gland. Pituitary gland will secrete oxytocin. Now this oxytocin causes stronger uterine contractions. Because it causes a stronger uterine contractions, it goes on producing it. Because of that, it will in turn stimulate secretion of more oxytocin. Okay, so pituitary gland produced oxytocin. Now what does it made? It made that uterine tissue to get contracted continuously, very fast, stronger. When it has been stronger uterine contraction, you can find, then what happens? It will in turn stimulate secretion of more oxytocin, which means production of oxytocin will be increased. As oxytocin has been increased, uterine contractions also increased, then it will result in the expulsion or removal of the baby from the body. Okay, from the uterus or from the uterine tissue. For that you will find here it was the baby or the embryo was present here. This is attached with the placenta here with the uterine wall, right? Now this placenta and the fetus will initiate that uterine contraction, so that it will be thrown out of the body. This uterine contraction, what does it make? It makes that placenta, that embedment implantation to get loosened, so that this tissue will get ruptured, and with the embryo this will removed out through the birth canal. This is the birth canal, right? Cervix or birth canal, okay? Through vagina, through that birth canal, this embryo with this fetus, fully developed fetus, will be removed out. Now it is not a fully developed fetus, but you can imagine if it is a fully developed fetus, then it will be removed out of the body. For that we call it as delivery, or it is also called as parturition. Now major involvement is that the parturition in that fetal ejection reflex, which starts mild uterine contractions, which is initiated by the fetus and a placenta, and that will stimulate maternal pituitary gland to secrete oxytocin, and that oxytocin will make stronger uterine contractions, because of which this will get expanded, and this birth canal also get expanded, so that this baby can remove out. Because of secretion of oxytocin, stronger uterine contractions will be there. That stronger uterine contractions in turn will stimulate pituitary gland to secrete more oxytocin, which makes this fetus to get out of the body. Okay, hope you got this. Next we have in the same about the lactation. Okay, next we have here about lactation. In this lactation you can find, what is lactation? The process of production of milk at the end of pregnancy. At the end of pregnancy there is a production of milk by the mother. For that we call it as lactation. Now during this lactation, during the pregnancy, the mother's breast will undergo lot of changes, which means the mammary glands will differentiate, they will grow in size, and they are in a process to produce that milk. Okay, the process of production of milk at the end of pregnancy, as soon as delivery takes place, then there is a production of milk from the mammary gland. Now here we have used a term called as colostrum. What is colostrum? The milk produced during the initial few days of lactation. Okay, during the initial few days of lactation, that is initial few days of milking, when after delivery, that milk will be of yellowish in color. It will be in the initial few days, it might be 10 days, 1 month, that a few days, and even of 6 months, that milk consists of a colostrum. That milk is called as colostrum. Why it is called as colostrum? Because that it contains antibodies. These antibodies are helpful to develop a resistance for a newborn babies. Okay, now here the newborn babies, they can develop resistance here. As they are getting a developing resistance here, then their health can be improved. Okay, they can grow very easily because ready-made antibodies will be entering. Now which antibody? IgA is the name of the immunoglobulin A. This antibody is ready-made colostrum, in that this antibody which is present in the mother's milk, that will be reached to the fetus. Okay, now this is the antibody which helps here. Now this one you can find in your textbook somewhere on page number 54 in this way. Okay, so the mammary glands of the female undergo differentiation. Is it? The female will get differentiated due to pregnancy and start producing milk towards the end of pregnancy, is called as lactation. It helps the mother in feeding the newborn. Is it? Now this milk will it will be produced to help the growth of the newborn. The milk produced during the initial few days of lactation is called as colostrum, which contains several antibodies which are absolutely essential to develop resistance for the newborn babies. Okay, it will develop resistance to the newborn babies. Breastfeeding during initial period of infant growth is recommended by doctors. You might have heard that breastfeeding is best method rather than providing the bottled milk. Why doctors will suggest this? Because for bringing up a healthy baby, and they can develop a resistance. Is it? So for this, this is about lactation. In this we have got a questions: what is lactation? What is colostrum? Name the antibody present in a colostrum. What is fetal ejection reflex? What is parturition? Now this fetal ejection reflex, it is also called as reflex reaction. Okay, it is also called as reflex reaction. That stimulated reflex reaction, what it is, they can ask. If they are asking what to explain this, then you have to explain complete detail of it. This is about parturition and lactation, and this is this was the last topic of human reproduction, that is the third chapter. I have covered all the topics. If you have any doubts, any queries, please let me know, and you have to solve these exercise questions which are there I am not saying that the exercise question itself you'll get in the exam. You will get some idea which type of questions you can get, and you can be able to solve if you understand the chapter. And I suggest you all to go through the previous year question papers to solve these questions. And as I said, this chapter carries 7 marks. Okay, human reproduction carries 7 marks. Sometimes we have seen that this chapter also carries 9 marks. So very important diagrams are there, very important explanation, 5 mark question, definite 5 mark question you have from this. So that's why you can prepare it very nicely. Okay, hope you have understood. If you have any doubts, any queries, please comment in the comment box. We shall meet in our next video with a new chapter. Stay safe, stay healthy.